Welcome to Comedy Ain't Easy, day 2. We doing it, man.
Yeah.
Tonight, we're at Wiley's Comedy Joint. Who we here to see? Oh, first of all, I'm Keith Irvin.
I'm Brock Shank.
And that's Brock Shank, my co-host.
We're here to see some good friends this weekend. A man that I started comedy with, I think, about the same month. Right here at Wiley's.
Oh,
We did
okay.
our first sets right here at Wiley's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
And that is?
Good friend of mine, Nate Washington.
Oh, okay. Nate. I didn't know that. I thought you were going with Ransom because I didn't know that you started right.
No. I met Nate before any of those guys. It was
nice.
Summer Sunday nights doing open mics.
Wow.
5 minutes at a time.
I did not know that. See, we all learning something today.
That's right.
And also, my man's on the show too.
That's right.
So, and then we've got Mr. Ransom Vincent Carr. I love saying that name.
Yeah.
RV, as I'll call him.
He's our town movie maker. Ranson's always making something.
he's really talented at directing. He's got a movie coming out here pretty soon too. And then we also got 2 newbies, 2 veterans, 2 virgins. Mr. Nick Taylor and Edward John is on the show as well. So it's going to be a great show. But tonight we got our man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Nate Washington on our show. Come on in, Nate. Sit down with us.
What's happening?
What's going on? What's popping? What's popping?
How we doing, sir?
Yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir.
I'm a fist bumper. I love you, man.
That's
I love you, Nate, but I'm a fist bumper.
Fist bumper right here, always.
He afraid I'm going to give him
So what's up, dog?
black people.
You ready to do this thing?
Y'all saw that. He don't like to touch black people.
Right.
Y'all saw that,
Yo, he don't even touch his wife. He got full condom on when he go at it. He's full deal. No, what's up, dog?
Hey, what's happening, man?
You ready to do some show?
I am. I'm ready to do
some funny stuff.
Let's get it.
So the first question for you is, how long you been there? I know he talked about it a little bit, but what made you want to get into comedy?
You know what? Vodka burp. Excuse me.
Yeah, let it go. We're all friends.
You know what? I got tired of, for real, having some white dude tell me when and where I had to be. You know what I mean? And you know, I was working retail at the time. I was a manager for Foot Locker. And I just got sick of those retail hours, man. Like sun down to sun up.
Right.
You know,
you own somebody else. Now you're on your own clock.
Exactly. I wanted to
your own clock.
set my own schedule and be my own boss.
So how many years has it been now for you?
Just 7. Just going on 8. Right? That's about right.
He traded it for a white lady somewhere. It's going to be Erica. She's going to tell you when to get on, when to get off. But no. It's about 8.
That's when you get married.
This spring.
8 years.
Yeah.
Man.
8 spring. Yep. 8 this spring.
That's crazy. So what's your story?
I always want to know though. I always ask people this: what gave you the guts to think that you could do comedy, or was it just I'm going to do this at least once and maybe it'll be out of my system? What made you think you were funny enough to get on there? Because most people I talk to go, I could never do that. I could never do that.
Right.
Terrifies them, and I wanted to do that. You wanted to do that. What made you think I can do this?
Well, you know, I was never scared. You know, like. A lot of people don't know. Like I started out rapping, man. I used to.
Okay.
I'm no stranger to being on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like so. That part was half the battle. Like you know, like that was the easy part, getting up there. Like it was the like. I hope they laugh at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was my worry. It wasn't the getting in front of the people. Like I've never been afraid to get up in front of.
That's most people's biggest fear. And then them tell me, how do you think up what you're gonna say? So you probably had friends tell me, dude, you're funny. You're funny. You should do comedy. You're funny, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, you hear it all the time. I mean, there's a lot of people that hear you're funny that should never do that.
Don't,
you know what I mean?
Don't.
Because there's funny when you're with your buddies, in the basement.
When you got something to bounce something off of somebody else, or you're tagging something they're saying, right? But to just interact where there's nothing coming back this way,
it's just you.
That's a different party, isn't it?
Oh yeah, when you're on that island, man, you get it
right.
You gotta have Wilson.
Swim,
yeah, you know what I mean. You gotta. So being funny in the basement ain't like being funny in the club.
Right.
It's totally different.
Now, were you a note user when you first started?
Yeah, but I always, like. I told myself I didn't want to appear like I was new. I never wanted to look like I was new.
Yeah.
Nate always came off like he'd been doing it 100 years already.
Really?
Real slow, real mellow, just talk. He just talked to us. Whereas somebody super new, they just jibber jabber 100 miles an hour.
Right. They want to get that whole thing in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They never get it all in that 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I thank you for saying that because it didn't feel like I was slow and mellow.
Yeah, it never
felt like I was
inside to the Tasmanian
you know
devil.
what I mean? Yeah, it felt like I was running through it, and I probably was. Because everybody had that time when you were new, when you come off and you'd be like, oh, I forgot to say the one thing about
I didn't put that one in there. Now, when you first got up, like for me, it seemed like that 5 minutes was forever. Mm-hmm. I mean, I was sweating. I was doing my set. But it just seemed like it was long.
Oh, yeah.
But then once you get a year or two into it, and then you get up there, it's like, wait a minute, that was 5 minutes. What did you give me life for?
Oh, yeah. The time shifts. You know what I mean? Like, stage time versus, like, just everyday time. Like, there's a shift, man. Like, there's times I go up on stage, and, when I come off, they're like, man, you just did an hour. And I'm like, felt like I was in there 10 minutes. Felt like I was just warming up.
Yeah.
So not that I'm always gonna do like hours. But
I remember when you just had like 5, 6, 7 minutes. I mean, they would say literally, "This is a 6-minute set. This is an 8-minute set." Mm-hmm. I would be like, I packed too much material in, and I'd be mad at the audience for laughing. I'm like, no, shut up. I can say this next thing. Let them enjoy themselves.
I remember my second time here, and I think. Jack was still running it then. Jack
Wilson, yeah.
And he was like, all right, you get 5 minutes, you get 5 minutes. I guess I brought extra people. Keith, you do 6. I was like, oh, no, I don't have 6.
The panic for the extra minute.
Give me 5. I just wanted the 5. So I did, because I was still new.
Right, but that's the thing all new comics need to know, like, just because they say, you got a 10-minute slot, don't mean go fill it up with 10 minutes because you might not be able to.
Yeah. Right, yeah, you don't want to put
7 minutes of awesome is way better than the full 10.
Oh, yeah.
Get off.
So another comic will gladly run his mouth longer to take your 3 minutes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You didn't just burn the show, believe me.
Yeah, and plus if you go out on a big laugh, you don't want to keep going another 2 minutes
and step on it.
Right? Mm-hmm. So if you get that big laugh, hey, drop the mic, I'm out.
Let's go.
Right. I like
Let's go. It's an open mic, man.
Yeah. So what's your wildest show? Experience that you've ever been in. Because you go all over the place, right?
Yeah. I do a little bit of something. Wildest.
Where you like, is this really happening right now?
Yeah.
I want to know about that.
That has to be that I was filling in for our buddy Doug Morgan in Bell Center, Ohio. Bell Center. I call it Bell's Palsy, Ohio. But Rob Haney was headlining.
Okay.
And I was just, like I said, the last minute fill-in for Doug.
That's the previous owner of Wiley's.
Right, previous owner of Wiley's. I was just filling in anyway, middle of nowhere, man. It was in a little bar. The bar was, just like a shotgun. Like
I remember this story.
Yeah, it's a shotgun. And everybody was in there looked like they was furniture, you know what I mean? Like, I was clearly the outsider. I was the only black dude for miles.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, not just in the bar. I'm the only black dude for miles.
In the city, yeah.
And, I'm invading on they drinking, but I get in there and I start doing my set. And halfway through it, a pack of people walked in. Like, a party bus pulled up. I don't know where the hell they were partying at because this town, The post office could have fit inside this green room. So it was a
They
small
still had the
town.
horse tied up.
Oh man! And so a party bus pulls up, about 5 or 6 drunk people walk in, rednecks. And one lady walks directly up to where I am performing, and she goes, "Where's your hoodie?" And I'm like, You know, like, took me off guard. And she goes,
This is Trayvon Martin time, right?
shortly after.
Right around that time.
Well, not shortly after, maybe about
That
a year.
was a big deal.
It was still fresh.
Like, people were making
Right.
laws about hoodies.
Right.
Can't wear one in the mall or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So she goes, "Where's your hoodie?" And then, before it even hit me what she was, the joke she was attempting to make.
Right.
Then she goes, "You should be wearing a hoodie." And did like this.
The old lady.
Yeah. So I'm like, wow.
That's like the scariest
Is
kind.
this
Oh my
really
God.
happening?
It's like,
It was a nightmare.
she knows she's got so much backup, she can talk to somebody like that.
Right, but check this out. So then, a voice from the back of the room goes, "Watch how you answer. She owns the place."
Oh my God.
So I was, like it was her place.
You
and I
were
was
not an
performing it.
appropriate sub
No.
for white Doug Morgan.
No. All kind of racism.
Who booked
just
this?
right
Hey Rob,
there.
I
right.
appreciate the invite.
Who booked this show?
But I don't know. I
Did
just
Rob
got a
invite
call
you?
to fill in for my friend.
Woo.
Doug called me. But you know what? I'm
Doug should
a
have called me.
true professional.
Yeah,
I'm a true professional.
how'd you come out of that?
I stuck through it. I kept going. I tried to I tried to bring Rob Haney up to a joke. You know what I mean? To a laugh at least.
Right.
So I never landed the plane. It never
Oh, it
landed.
never
It was
did.
The other
literally
90% of the people ever get on board.
no. Well, here's the thing about that show, man.
Because funny's funny. Eventually you're going to laugh a little bit,
Some
right?
people were actually engaged in listening.
Yeah.
Right.
And it just went completely off the rails when the owner walked in and blew up the spot.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's no bringing it back. So as I'm walking off and I'm just looking at Rob like, hey, I
Good
tried,
luck.
man.
I killed the room with my blackness, not my jokes.
Right. And then he goes, and Rob, I love Rob. Rob, he goes, he looks right at me walking to the stage. "Don't worry, Nate, we won't be here long." And I'm like, bet. So I'm sitting there waiting, and he's trying to tell a joke too, and it's the same thing. They're not trying to hear anybody out. Like, they just want to yell at the stage.
And Nate made $500 that night letting people touch his hair.
You don't touch a brother.
You don't
Come on
touch
now,
it.
watch BET, man. Come on
No,
now.
I-
Y'all gonna have to edit me out
We put
so
that-
much.
We put that in Branson and I were shooting a movie well, I don't want to give too much away, but I touch a black man's hair, and then that becomes a whole thing. It becomes a whole thing. Like, you don't touch my hair. I'm like, oh, I liked it.
No, man.
Hell no.
Dude, it was so racist though, man.
Wow.
And even she was just she.
That's weird that exists. You don't
Racist,
think about
right.
that.
Did she pay you?
Oh yeah, she fucking paid
Oh
me.
well, hell.
She had to pay
The
me.
money was
Being
great.
around though comedy, like Adrian and I were just talking last night, like comedy is where you're with your people. You're like, oh, these people are weird like me. They got a sick sense of humor and they say crazy fun stuff off the cuff.
Mm-hmm.
That transcends color and gender and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But then you realize, oh, there's weird places out there where that's still like a big deal because you kind of forget. I do. I mean, I do probably because, I'm white. Hell,
Right, yeah.
it's
Well-
not a big deal to me ever anywhere I go. But I didn't think about it in reverse. You know
No,
what I mean?
man, I'm sure you can speak to it too, man. There's been plenty of times where I've been the only black person on the show. Now that don't bother me. I ain't worried about that. But sometimes, just a comedy show environment brings out the joker in people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They want to participate from their
Exactly.
seat.
And sometimes people don't know the line to toe.
Right.
We're professionals.
They don't
We
get it.
Yeah, we do this for a living.
we're supposed to kind of toe the line. We know where the line is and when and where to cross it. Just the random dude that just showed up don't know that it's not cool to walk up to a black person and make that joke.
No, right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They
Right,
think it's
yeah.
an okay environment. It's just
Right.
like when people get drunk and try to sing karaoke. They would
Mhm.
never do it sober.
Right.
6 beers in,
Right,
they're
down
rocking.
there, down there, yeah.
They're rocking.
Yeah.
I think it's the
I had
same
a
thing.
friend
They
that
don't realize.
thought that heckling was supposed to happen. I was like,
Yeah.
no,
Part of the party.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
help you out by yelling weird
it's not.
stuff.
That's not.
No, you don't help. Yeah, that's another
So
thing.
there you go. Comedy ain't easy. We don't need no help.
No, it ain't. It's not easy, but we don't need your help.
Right.
Like, we actually did prepare.
Right.
Even the least seasoned comic you'll see on stage, they prepared a little bit
Right.
for their time, so they don't need someone from the crowd to help with their joke.
Right,
like
right,
there's a
right.
punchline that you just gotta wait around for them to get to.
Right. But there are some comics that engage that conversation, and it's hard to follow that because now everybody thinks.
They ask
So
for
you
it.
gotta-
Yeah, like
hey,
Jay Snyder.
you don't wanna be like,
luckily,
hey,
I don't ever follow him because he's
Yeah,
he's
Jay is
here.
great at
But
crowd
he does.
reading.
He gets the crowd. I wouldn't want to follow him because he works the crowd. He asks questions and makes fun of them and starts hammering them. Now they're all friends. Now Jay,
Right.
it takes him an hour to get out of the building because everybody's his friend when they walk out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or
we've
he's
seen it
called me
last night.
at 1 o'clock in the morning going, "Hey,
need
they told
help."
me not to come out of the hotel.
Yeah.
They're gonna kill me."
But it's just engaging, you know?
Yeah,
Just
right. He
engage.
engages. He asks for it.
Yeah, he really does.
There's a difference between engaging the crowd, you know, like, because I do that too.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to set up my next joke or something, I'll ask a leading question. But I'll ask it in a way where, you know, it
One word
doesn't-
answer,
yeah,
please.
Yeah, it
Yes
doesn't
or
lead into
no.
a
My name's Jim.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
But you'll get that drunk one that just wants to keep, especially, I'm just saying, the females, when they wasted.
Oh my.
bachelorette parties? Forget about it.
Ooh,
What's
you
your
don't
worst
understand.
bachelorette
We're
party?
getting married. You don't understand. She's getting married.
Oh, yeah.
I understand that you guys are out of control, and you shouldn't probably come to a comedy show. You should have went to a club where they give you the penis drinks and they stick a penis in your head. Yeah, you should have been to there. So
Right, yeah. So we're going to land this plane.
I hear the show starting.
And the show is starting. We're about to get hot in here in a little bit. We're going to close the show out with, we're going to give you a little taste of Mr. Nate Washington. But if you want to follow Nate Washington, tell them how they can follow you and check you out and see where you're going to be and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Social networks on Twitter and Instagram at Thorny, THORNY_Badlands.
Bam!
Then on Facebook, Nate Washington Comedy. You can find me there. I keep all my dates and stuff posted on there. The next big show that I want to talk about is March 31st in Chillicothe, Ohio at the Majestic Theater.
That's a nice
Oh man, it's an
theater.
awesome
That's
show.
a nice show.
With Vince Morris
Mm-hmm.
and Lori Graves. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's a
So
packed
cool.
talent show. Vince
Yeah.
is so talented.
Oh, yeah.
Such a
It's
good.
been-
And you, that's gonna be a great show.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
That's
be
gonna be a
fun.
great show.
It's gonna
If
be
you're
fun.
anywhere near there.
Right.
I got kids, man. I got daughters. I got 2 little girls. I got a boy, and you know, I always think I feel like people should name their children things their teachers can't pronounce. You know, it's not the teacher's fault when she's trying to take roll and she's looking at her list and she's like. I'm just gonna say this. Chimpanzee. Looking for Chimpanzee Coleman. There's the kid in the back of the room like, Shantae, the teacher wants you. And she's like, ooh, it's Shantae. Says here your name's Chimpanzee. And if you ever know little black girls, so they got attitude day one out the womb. So she's like, I know what my name is. It's Shantae. Okay? CHIMPANZEE. Yeah, baby, you just spelled chimpanzee. Move along, all right? Let's see here. God damn it. I'm gonna spell it. And if this is you, just raise your hand, okay? Let's see. Q-U''Z. There's a hyphen over the E. I-F. Who's that? Okay, that's you, young man. What's your name? Keith. Well, welcome to the first grade, Keith. Oh, the Z is silent. Okay. All right. See, y'all laughing real hard at that because Shantae and Keith is black. This motherfucker said because it's true. Did you hear that shit? I heard you, motherfucker. But the fact of the matter is you can take that same teacher and put them in Oakwood and be the same fucking thing. Y'all do this too. It'd be like, okay, let's take roll here. Let's see. Look here. Okay. I'm looking for. No one? Okay, I'll spell it. S. T. Who's that? Okay, that's you again, man. What's your name? Forrest. Just sit anywhere.
Check them out. So, hey, thank you for coming out, checking us out, bro.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
me.
you.
Thank you for having me.
Knuckle
They
Buster.
don't like touching black people.
Thank you.
Look.
They're knuckles. I'll touch your knuckles.
Hey, thank you guys for watching Comedy Ain't Easy. I'm Keith Irvin
Brock Shank.
and
Nate
Mr.
MF
Nate Washington, MF Washington.
Washington, not Washington.
Hey,
No R.
hey, I'm from Indiana.
Washington.
Hey, peace out.